Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about Pete Davidson. He's a comedian from Saturday Night Live. The guy's name is Pete Davidson, and again, he's one of the comedians of Saturday Night Live. He had what seems like to be a little meltdown, and he's trying to do a little makeup for a breakup. That's what we do. Didn't work out, I guess. But yeah, dude had a meltdown, a little mental breakdown and whatnot. And we'll be talking about that today. But before we get to that part, we're gonna go to some other news and other events, we'll work our way around to it, We ain't going straight to that story. But if you hold on, take a little time, hold on with it, we'll make it back to over there. And we'll get into the whole Pete Davidson thing. So just bear with me on that part. And because it's more news to get to than just one cat, one situation. And have to be fair to the rest of the news. Everything got to get its shine, All the trending topics need to be talked about, and get into that. So yeah, but just keep in mind as I flow through the other stuff that the whole Pete Davidson thing will be coming up next, and I'll be eventually getting to that and getting into the whole meltdown. Okay, you're gonna enjoy it on today's broadcast of Orange Ninja News. It's your boy Rod D. Yo, what's up to all my ninjas and my ninjettes, my players and my players? Yeah, it's another day. What's up with it? Rod D, Orange Ninja News. Know how I do. Yeah, man. So, talk about some different stuff today. Uh, just probably just some random stuff. Whatever comes to mind. Spit in the news. This topic. Everybody know that coronavirus thing is still out. And you hear different stuff about it, like being a being a hoax or whatever, and then you hear about so many died, and yeah, like I said before, it's kind of weird that like every year it's something different, from bird flu, swine flu, Ebola, SARS. I mean, the list goes on. Every year it's like different scare. Oh man, so many months in and be like, oh yeah, well we got a cure right now. Did a little vaccine for that. Never mind that stuff we was talking about earlier. Yeah, 40% of the world's population. No, no, forget we said that. Yeah, we had the vaccine now. It's good. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully it'll be one of those situations like that. Yeah. So I hope your day's going good. Everything's good with you. Don't worry about wearing the mask. You don't need that on. I say that's if you're already sick, you're not trying to spread it, then wear the mask. But other than that, you don't need that on. So yeah, I know those mask sales was hitting though. Guys was making good money off of masks till they started talking that. Oh yeah, well the mask really is not gonna do nothing for you. That's more of the person himself not spreading it. But right before then, the mask sales was hitting. The masks jumped up in prices and everything. So I know that was somebody was stacking paper. Man. Yeah, so I know how long that'll be out. How long they'll let that one run. But it don't seem like any stop soon, so I'll say it's gonna be some months at least. I give it about I give it about 3 or 4 months. But if you see where they was talking about the 1993 Simpsons, uh, episode on the Simpsons in 1993, but they already was it was basically the coronavirus episode. There's like this germ that started in Asia, and they show uh they show a woman packing a box. She sneezes in the box. The box gets delivered over here. Homer opens it up, and he breathes in the air and gets sick. It's like the whole thing, like, what the hell? Yeah, one of the, I don't know if they do enough for shows. Some of the stuff that they doing, tend to happen, but damn, it's kind of weird. hmm I mean, they also had the episode where Trump was president way back in the day. So it's like I don't know how they be predicting this stuff, or they just figure, hey, this could happen and have an episode about it. But it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's a coincidence, a lot of coincidence. It's a random coincidence. It's a back-to-back random coincidence. Must be. Yeah. So I'm traveling through Pennsylvania now. Weather ain't that bad. 34 degrees. Ain't bad. But this mild winter we have going on. Yeah. So let's see what else we got going on. Cause my adventure is going good. Dry out. I ain't got no rain or ice to talk about. So yeah. So I think it's a fine line between conspiracy theory and just facts. So try to just deal with the facts, not the conspiracy theories. Cause there be some good ones out there. They get across from some of these flat earthers that be on some weird stuff. I definitely don't rock with that. So if I see that'll come along, I'll be like, they'll be talking about something that got sense. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, yeah, so the earth is flat. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm not here. Well, you just lost me on that one. I thought I was talking. Like I thought I was talking to a regular person. That's crazy. Uh, but if it was flat, wouldn't everything fall off? Like the ocean would run right into the stars. You know, or you walk too far, you fall off the planet. Eh, that's some that's something the caveman days start thinking. I bet not walk too far, I might fall off the planet. So no, no, I couldn't rock with something like that. It's crazy. Yeah. I seen this one cat that was doing videos. I was I don't get him like call himself player hater, hater, some kind of weird junk. But he be hollering with the arguing with the same he she every day. Like he had a couple of videos that I like that I could rock with. I was like, oh, that's nice. And after that, the dude was just been having videos back to back every day, arguing with some he she. I'm like, what the hell is going on? But then I look down at the numbers. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it. It's either that or dude in a relationship with the he she or whatever's going on. It'd be like arguments about nothing, talking about who's wearing makeup or something. You're like, what the hell are these guys even arguing about? And I look down at the numbers. I'm like, I mean, that's messed up. It make it hard for us straight guys, man. You never see a video of a dude arguing with his chick. Numbers be in the millions. There always be some weirdo crap. A dude with a dress on arguing with another dude. You look down the screen, it get like a million views. You're like, what the hell's going on? It's crazy. uh, some weird crap, man. People like some odd stuff. They don't like the regular, everyday, normal life. Have to be on some kind of weird oddity. But hey, it is what it is. It's all about entertainment. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. But then when I see some numbers like that, I'm like, what the hell, man? That is crazy. But yeah, but for the dude to be arguing back and forth with him every day, I'm like, man, that's a relationship. Now, if they would have say something together one day, or probably came across each other's page and had an argument one day, yeah, I can understand. But every single day, months on end, oh, now y'all in a relationship, man. Just in case he didn't know, man, I have to, like, oh, nah, man, that's something different there. Y'all talking a little too much. That's kind of weird. Yeah, so I ain't a hater, but that's damn. Them numbers make me put on some haterade. Like, man, come on. I was like, when I seen the other two videos that I seen from dude, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Let me check this out. And I noticed that he started talking to that one person. Like, come on, man. When y'all gonna break up so you can get back to regular videos? The dude saw them numbers at the bottom. He like, man, I got 1 million views just off of that. I'm Collis. Collis, she up every day. He learned a new trick. Got his little commercials running, doing their little arguments or whatever. Dude said he eating now. He ain't about to go back to no regular videos. I don't know, man. It just makes it hard for us, for a regular cat doing the thing. Yeah, it's all about, I don't know, I have to figure out some weirdo stuff. It wouldn't be on that level. Damn, I can't go that route. But yeah, they could come up with something. Yeah, as far as the vote thing, I'm thinking, is the popular vote going to count this time? Because we know last time the popular vote didn't even count, and that's what ended up happening. So, I mean, of course I voted and be down for it, do your part, vote, whatnot, but it's like, is it going to count this time around? The last time it's like, yeah, well, Hillary won the popular vote, but they put him in under that electoral college. It's like, yeah, this who y'all voted for, but this who's gonna give you type deal. So, I mean, we keep talking about Russia and all that other stuff, but we don't talk about, well, what actually happened. And everybody be like, yeah, you really got to vote this time. Yeah, I voted last time. Let's see what happened. I just wanted to count this time. That's all. You know, I'm not a real political person and go into all that political stuff and be worried about politics and all the tricks. But yeah, I'm just saying, is the popular vote going to count this time? The voting part is good. There's nothing wrong with that part. It's supposed to do that. As far as it count, like, yeah, okay, we're gonna do it by the popular vote this time. Mm, that'd be the main thing. That's why I don't even really get into the whole political stuff. I talk a lot of politics, but yeah, I was just thinking that part because they bring the whole thing out again as far as talking about Russia and Russian interference and stuff like that. I mean, how much can they interfere? They're not over here voting, so there only can be so much interference. But they put out some videos or something like that. That didn't hurt nothing. I mean, she still won the popular vote, so that had nothing to do with it. It had to do with them not going by the popular vote that time around. Who got the most votes, which is the popular vote. They did it by the whole electoral college system, where basically, hey, we're gonna give it to this guy. Yeah, this one got the most votes, but we're gonna give it to this guy. So in that case, it wouldn't matter what's going on over there in Russia. Yeah. Then we also got the whole thing going on with Dwayne Wade. Uh, I don't know what you can say about that situation. That's just weird. But you know, each his own. But I heard that well, I know Lil Boosie was going to catch a bunch of flack from that, regardless, because you know, that sector right there, it just made me think that he was doing but it makes me think that it was some, what you call it, attention seeking going on from the Dwayne Wade side of it, though. Because when he said he knew at 3 years old and all this other stuff, it's like, that's kind of pushing the envelope. Talking about 3 years old. So, not saying dude was being the attention whore, just saying he had some kind of tendencies of being the attention whore because it's kind of pushing the envelope with that. I was like, it's kind of some weird stuff. But as soon as he was like, yeah, we knew at 3 years old, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tune out now. I don't know what he's talking about now. Just on some weirdo stuff. Unless it's the whole thing, like if the kid was if the kid was born a hermaphrodite or something like that, that's different. And of course, by 3 years old, they had to make a choice. It was like, who gonna pick a dress? You know, if it was born a hermaphrodite or something like that, yeah, okay. Around 3 years old, yeah, you can make a choice by that time. But at the same time, that wouldn't be what you would call a transgender. That would be the kid was born a hermaphrodite. You know, I don't know. So I think that's what he's trying to say, but they just calling it transgender. Seems kind of weird. As soon as you said 3 years old, that's all I can think of. Oh, he means hermaphrodite. That's what he basically means. Or being an attention whore. One or the other. One of the two. It's got popping. That Lil Bootsy video. Man, I don't be rocking with a lot of Lil Bootsy videos, but that was kind of funny. And I had to check that one out because it was trending. Everybody was talking about it. So I checked it out to see what Lil Bootsy was talking about, and I don't even think I have to break it down because that video went all around the web. So I ain't got to break that video down. But I just, at the same time, I'm with cats that say I don't think that Lil Bootsy video was that bad where, you know, you have a lot of cats be like, oh, cancel him and this and that. I mean, the man got his own opinion, and it didn't come from like a hateful type thing, and he wasn't trying to disrespect and all that, you know what I'm saying? He just was like, yo, this is my opinion on this topic, and, kind of, video wasn't too long, put his opinion out there and kept it moving. It wasn't even on no straight up hateful type junk. It was just like, yo, when you're young, let the person decide themselves. They're still young or whatever. His opinion. So, yeah, I didn't see nothing where the whole cancel culture should be like, oh yeah, he's evil, get rid of him, this and that, all Lil Bootsy. Nah. I might have had some other videos with him back in the day or some other stuff he said, but that one video, the man wasn't even wilding out like that. Just like, oh, that's my opinion, and kept it moving. But yeah, I had to talk about the whole Dwayne Wade thing, because, like I say, that took it on for like at least a couple of days, 2 or 3 days trending. But back to the whole coronavirus thing, man, that's rough for being out in the truck because you have to constantly look at the news and be like, okay, is any cities quarantined yet? Where can I go? Where I can't go? What are they talking about? And because like as far as right now, I know Washington State, an area, it's a city in Washington State where they're talking about they already got a nursing home quarantined and school shut down, all types of junk popped off where you're like, okay, yeah, might want to go ahead and just take Washington State off the travel list for right now. Concentrate on some of these other states to do business with, and it just depends on how long it goes on, how many states will be on that list, or or whatever cities that get closed down, like, because yeah, China had a major city closed down that's still under quarantine with millions of people, but then you see the same thing in Italy when they closed down the city and did this quarantine and started closing down a lot of stuff there. Over here, we already got Disney closed down. A lot of flights restricted. A lot of stuff popped off. So it makes it where you definitely have to look at the news. Like if your job entails traveling, and you got to travel from point A to point B for your job, you can be going right to an area where they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have this under quarantine. We don't need nobody coming in or whatever. And then you get the news late. You're almost in the damn state or something. Yeah, so screw that, man. That's kind of mess you up. And I knew it was gonna mess up the money big time because you got so much stuff coming into the ports from overseas. Um, you got a lot of Asian merchandise coming in. But I said that before. As soon as it came out, that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, yep, there go those Apple phones. Because we had those Apple phones pouring in from China all day long, coming in at that port. Like, yep, Apple's gonna take a hit. As soon as I heard about the coronavirus out of China, yep, Apple's about to take a hit, man. That ain't gonna be nice because it trickles down to everybody else. So a lot of countries that had have some heavy quarantine and stuff going on now they can't conduct business like they used to. That trickles down to the whole transportation industry and the people that get the product from point A to point B. Okay, well, we don't have no loads coming in right now because of the quarantine and this and that. So then the whole industry slow down, and you got to think, still got to pay bills. Their money still feed a lot of people in other industries because they spend money in the community. So yeah, it trickles down, man. It hits everybody. So it's not, oh, good. Well, that's good for the prices on this or that. Nah, ain't good for nobody, man. Yeah, I've been definitely looking at the news for that. Like, oh, let's see what all cities, man. See if they got any cities on the quarantine yet, because that would definitely be on my no-go list quick as hell. As soon as I hear that, like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm definitely not starving like that. Or I'm gonna put myself at risk. It's definitely not worth it. Especially like right now where they keep saying different stuff about it. Like one minute, oh, it's so deadly, you catch it, it's definitely a death sentence. And the next day, I hear another doctor saying, oh, well, it's like a real bad flu and whatnot. Only if you're already sick, you know. But when I heard that one, like, yo, if you're already sick, already got some ailments, you're like an elderly or a little young baby, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got a strong immune system or whatever. Your body's already balanced something, right? Okay, well, say that's true. Well, then what happened to the doctor in China that was the whistleblower? Because that dude was healthy. And he was a doctor, and he was helping other patients. So why he just up and die all of a sudden? If as long as you're healthy, you're good. You know what I'm saying? That's a big contradiction right there. It's like it's saying two different things and showing two different things. It's like, unless some of the stuff would be like people that actually do just have a cold or a flu, getting diagnosed that, hey, it might be more than that. Nah, it's coronavirus or something like that. Because, yeah, healthy people dying in some cases, in other cases, they'll live. Just saying, big contradiction there. Two different things happening at the same time. So, until they figure out what they're going to do with that, yeah, I'm looking out for any city that's on lockdown. That's on the go list immediately, on the no-go list. That's on the no-go list immediately. Like, yeah, I can't do it. I can't risk it. Especially once they came out and said the mask. Like, yeah, you might as well take those masks off. The mask ain't doing nothing. What? Oh, hell nah. Definitely ain't going somewhere. I'm gonna be careful as hell. But yeah, that's how it ended up being anytime it's something like that. Now some of the other ones wasn't as shaky, like, you know what I'm saying? And when it came out with the swine flu, okay, you just quit eating pork for a little while, you know. You had the bird flu. Okay, I ain't around no birds. All right. Uh, Ebola. You're like, okay, I'm not in West Africa, so that's not a thing for me actually. So what else? So some of the other ones you could kind of count out. Mad cow disease. What happened? People just quit eating beef for a while, and so it's like, okay, that's not a thing anymore. We got that under control. Boom, the beef industry shot back up. Everybody started eating beef again. So stuff like that won't really get at you. But this one right here make it so bad is that it's like it doesn't matter, what food or what zip code you had or any of that shit though. It's all that's out the door. They're like, yo, you get it just for breathing. Like what kind of shit? Just breathing and you catch it. There ain't no extra to it. Like okay, that's kind of hard to prepare for to keep away from. Shit, everybody got to breathe. Like ain't no loopholes to that one. So yeah, that's why it makes it the one virus that I'm like, I don't know if I believe everything about it, but at the same time, I'm taking zero chances. I just stay away from the areas. Like, nope, I'm good. I have to, but yeah, that's messed up about Washington State. But I wonder if they're going to start quarantining whole entire towns here, like overseas. Where you got different countries that have just been like, yo, you know what, this whole city's off limits. Because you wouldn't have thought that would happen in Italy either. Once Italy start closing down big travel destinations and historical markers that people will go over there and spend a lot of money to see, and they closing spots down like that, closing down whole entire cities and junk. Like, whoa, okay, this might be more to this thing right here, man. Either they jump the gun big time, or it's gonna be more to this than we actually think, one or the other. So, and I say you just go with being safe. That'd be the main thing. It's like till I till they say otherwise and be like, yeah, we got this figured out. I'd rather play safe than sorry. Because being too safe, you can live from being too safe. You can't live from other things. So, mm, but that's the way we're gonna have to come at it. Get back to talking about it's a little hip hop news now. Get into the whole chitlin circuit. Head back to the cornbread fed chitlin circuit. Talk some hip hop news. Yeah, so let's see, they already got the whole arrangements for the memorial service for Pop Smoke, which is messed up. If anybody didn't know about that story about Pop Smoke, the rapper got killed in California. Uh, he's a Brooklyn, New York rapper, and he went out there to, he had his mixtape Wu 2 coming out, and of course he was out there promoting that, doing his thing, and he got killed. I say it's assassination. I mean, as soon as it happened, I did a video on it. And I said my theory is that was assassination because ain't nobody move like that as far as saying, oh, it was some gang related stuff or whatnot. Well, gangs, man, they like to let you know that they did it, that they said did it or whatever. They be all bragging and stuff. And even if they could, like if it's 4 or 5 guys, which it was, because that's what's on the video, somebody's gonna talk. Whether a dude get drunk at a party, can't hold his liquor, or might be a dude with his chick, pillow talking, or it might just be somebody on some braggadocious stuff, because now with Facebook, people even shooting people live on Facebook and junk. Know they're gonna go to jail, know they're gonna get hemmed up, but they just can't help themselves. Be on some dumb crap. So, with all that going on, supposed to tell me, you got 4 different niggas, and none of them gonna say nothing. No bragging, no pillow talking, no Facebook posting, no nothing. Come on, man, that's unrealistic. It would have to be some professional joints. Like, must have been some cats on some professional hit stuff that had that type of discipline to be able to no jewelry taken, money everywhere, house full of money, not a penny taken. Nobody want no jewelry, no nothing. Come on, man. That's a professional hit right there. That take a lot of discipline, man. You can't get 4 or 5 niggas together and be like, yeah, it's gonna be a house full of money and jewels, but this is what I want you to do. And afterwards, I want everybody to shut the hell up. Nobody's gonna know. Yeah, that's not gonna work, bro. You can say that to them all you want. That's not how it's gonna play out. If you one nigga start running his mouth, that's it, man. How you think cops catch people nowadays, man? All they do is they go to Facebook, watch your niggas bragging about shit they did. Like, oh yeah, there we go. That's the guy right there. You get all the information right there, right off of Facebook. Niggas can't help but bragging. That's it. That's what I'm saying. It sounded unrealistic. So I already knew, like, yeah, that was a hit, man. Ain't no way that wasn't no hit. So ain't no surprise that even though they got everything set up and about to do the memorial service and everything, still right now today, ain't no people on video camera. Still right now today, still ain't got no leads on it. That's everything about that says professional hit. So anybody that's still confused and thinking, oh, it was a robbery or a robbery that went wrong. A robbery means you take something, you go in and get something. It's not a robbery if you go in to shoot one person and leave. House full of people, you only got one target. Come on, man. But I don't know. People, some people believe what you tell them to believe, I guess, because anybody that still think that was a robbery that went wrong. But yeah, it's just bad with a lot of our young cats don't get to shine, man. It's like get killed off at 19 or 20 years old, just starting life out, and that never even got a chance to, to be great. But no, I think that's systematic, but that's just my belief. Yeah, in other hip hop news, I was gonna talk about Lil Wayne on Drink Champs. That was pretty good interview. Lil Wayne on Drake Champs. 'Cause Lil Wayne he don't be doing a lot of interviews, but when people want to take like one piece of an interview and be like, oh, he said this or he said that, I think a lot of that comes from jealousy. See a dude shining, try to nitpick, just run with some negative narrative or whatever. But I mean, Lil Wayne's a cool dude. He's into skateboarding. I mean, that's his thing. And I thought that this whole skateboarding thing was like, just something you do front for the gram or what I'm saying? Say, hey, look, I like skateboarding and I don't even touch the skateboard, but you can see how dude smile and his eyes light up and start talking about skateboarding. And you're like, yeah, he's into that, man. Yeah, that's the real thing with that cat, man. He ain't joking about that. That's just one of his things. Just a regular guy doing regular guy stuff, man. And I think some of the some of the highlights of the interview was, you talking about when he was doing features and when he was doing features back to back, you know, stuff like that. And it was real interesting, man, to get into his mind. I think that was a real good interview for him because you see him as a person. It's not just one snippet, you know. So you see the interview in full, you'll be like, yeah, I get this cat. As opposed to seeing just he said something that got took out of context or they take it to try to make it mean something a whole nother thing or whatever. So I only surprised about the whole interview, besides the skateboarding thing being such a real thing for him, was the damn when he was talking about New Orleans Pelicans. It's like his team is L.A. Lakers. I'm like, what? Should be the New Orleans Pelicans, but he brought up a real good reason that is because like everybody know back in the day, uh, people in Louisiana they had all they everybody had their different teams they was voting for and stuff. So it wasn't nobody saying New Orleans Pelicans. Yeah, I think they think New Orleans Pelicans something new anyway. I don't know how long they've been out, but I mean it would make sense to get on that team. Start rooting for that team. Actually be jumping ship of whatever team you actually was repping back in the day. I the New Orleans Pelicans doing their thing, Guys shining. You know, you see, yeah, that was like some of the some of the major highlights of the interview. And that show's still crazy as hell. I didn't know Drink Champs was gonna last that long, but Nori putting it down. Still repping the PI and still putting it down with the drinks. That's crazy. I don't know. I was going to talk about this comedian also. What's his name? Pete Davidson. But I don't know. I was kind of debating on where I even talk about this cat, man. But it's one of Ariana Grande's ex-boyfriends, and he also plays on Saturday Night Live. And a lot of people watch Saturday Night Live. It's a real good show. I know. Whenever I get a chance, I look at the little clips from it. Sometimes I watch the whole show or whatnot. Saturday Night Live been doing it big ever since back in the days with Eddie Murphy. That's where Eddie Murphy got his big jump off from right there. That's a big jumping point from back in the days, and which is kind of confusing because I know I seen the interview that Eddie did where he was talking about being the youngest cat on Saturday Night Live. I think he said he started out like around 18 or so like that, but yet um, they be saying that Pete Davidson is the youngest at 20, which I'm thinking, I mean, youngest in recent times or not thinking the youngest ever because I seen that headline before. And I'm pretty sure Eddie Murphy was younger than him when he signed up for that, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking into it too much, but yeah, it can't be both. It's one or the other. Either he's the youngest cat to ever sign up with him, or Eddie was. Me myself, I think it had to be Eddie because he started off real young. So yeah, but yeah, so that's not the whole thing I'm talking about as far as the controversy with Pete Davidson. His joints is this thing with Ariana Grande because he's being a bitter ex right now, wilding out and stuff like that. Um, he had a show that he did recently where it said some. Let's just say it was kind of her name came up and there's some vulgar stuff said that I don't know if I get flagged for repeating what he said, so I just put it like that. It was like I don't know. I don't even know if I should talk about that right there, but yeah. So things about Pete Davidson. I mean, it might seem like one of those guys where if you know him, dude might be cool with you and everything. Y'all might be boys, but you at a club or whatever, you be a wingman, y'all having a good time. He's talking with a chick, you see, about to get her digits. He seems like one of those guys that when he go to the bathroom or something, he done walked off for a second from the table and leaned over to the chick like, hey, listen, hey, listen, this is a warning. This dude is crazy. I mean, go at your own risk. But this dude right here is kind of nutty when it comes to females. Now, I don't know. He seemed like the type of dude you got to warn a chick about, man. You know, there's always that one dude that might be cool, but you know he's a little loony when it comes to the females. They ain't, whether that's your boy or not, hey, like, dude, you just ain't right, man. He ain't got that part figured out right, you know. It's not that he had never figured that part out. It's just that right now, you know, he's just probably in his confused phases as far as how to treat a lady, be around a lady, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And you know they got matching tattoos, which they say he got his covered up now, but yeah, I don't think he been around her long enough to start getting the matching tattoos. And I don't think she knew it was, you know, what she was stepping into, getting some matching tattoos with this dude. I mean, maybe she did. You know, of course she was thinking it was all sweet and everything was good. You know, she didn't know what kind of buttons would be pushed mentally, I guess. And the reason I brought that up is because he was talking on one of his interviews about tattoos, and of course getting the tattoos he got with her, get those covered up, and how he liked tattoos because of the pain and stuff like that. You're like, this dude like he likes some physical pain. I don't know, kind of on some freak stuff or what. And then he started talking about cutting himself, and you're like, wait, cutting himself? What the? Where's this dude going? And you're like, oh yeah, I got it. Yeah, he broke up with that. He broke up with the chick, and he started going loony, man. Started talking about cutting himself and all types of weirdo shit. You're like, man. Well, it'd be one of those cats that on the outside, you're like, yo, he's at a big time nice show. Dude got paper. He can have any chick he want. You know what I'm saying? Just about any chick he want. Let's put it that way. Yeah, just about any chick he want. He's got the paper. He's got it going on. He's at this big time show. Then he starts talking, and you find out he's loony as hell. And you're like, what is going on? But yeah, he wasn't doing all that loony talk like that though. Back when they was together. So I mean, the cat can say what they want. I'm pretty sure he had a meltdown because of her. I mean, I seen some of his older interviews before her, and it sure wasn't all that looniness to it. You know, dude was talking with some sense. So I mean, the cat can say what they want, but I see what I'm seeing, and and I think with you know when it's a dude like that that's a little loony, stuff like that, those matching tattoos, those right there, that's like a trigger, like a big trigger with them. You know, trigger something in their mind. Oh, she's gonna be with me forever. This means she's better be with me forever. She better not go nowhere. You know, he got into that whole loony thing. I mean, I don't know what all he done where his mind to get like that because I don't know. All I got to say that bedroom must have been hitting right like a mug because to get a dude mind twisted like that. I don't know what all he was doing in that bedroom, but damn. So yeah, besides the matching tattoos, uh, you know, she talks about him in a couple of her songs, of course, and this was before the whole breakup, and I'm pretty sure they said like um, she mentioned him in something else after the breakup, but you know, before the whole breakup, you know, had like some sweet songs where he get mentions in it too, you know. And that's another thing. That probably was another trigger. Like, yo, she got this sweet song out where she says my name, and I know it's gonna be forever. This is the one. And my dude going like on a straight tour, talking about the chick in every interview and everywhere you go, advertising like a mug, putting her name out there big time. Get mad free advertisement, dude. And yep, I think all those were triggers for him, and all of them were like little signs that something was gonna go wrong with this cat. You know, I think you have to look at all the little different signals because you know she had been with, let's see, some of her other boyfriends was like Mac Miller, Big Sean, I forgot whoever the other guy was. He's not a rapper, so he's easily forgettable for me. I don't know who the other cat was. Some wannabe actor or something. I don't know. But I know for sure, Big Sean, you know what I'm saying? That dude's a big timer, man. Really getting it in. So, you notice you never heard nothing. Yo, Big Sean didn't flip out or nothing like that after they broke up. What happened? You know what I'm saying? He was chilling. Yo, he been there before. You know? Yeah, like he know how to act like he been around a woman before. You know what I'm saying? He just chill, relax. Yo, if it work out with the chick, cool. If not, okay. You know. Now he's got his. He would never find his wifey if he, didn't look around or whatever. But that's the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? For my man's, we acting like he never been around a chick before. You know. And I know they had broke up a little bit after Mac Miller's death, and she was really close with Mac Miller. That was one of her boo's, her ex-boyfriend and whatnot. And I don't know. Maybe some people saying that maybe that was like something for her, where she was like, you know, once he passed, she was like, yeah, he was a real good man, and now I'm with this dude that be kind of be on some odd type ish. And I ain't ready for that, I'm ready for. I'm trying to get what type of dudes, caliber of dudes I used to have. I ain't with no dudes with no emotional baggage or whatever on some weirdo stuff. So yeah. So that could have, that actually could have been the thing with her. She could have been on that. She could have been like, yo, you know what? This right here isn't gonna work out because dude just he was different than what she's used to. You know what I'm saying? But all the cats got money, so it's not like a money thing. I don't know what that Saturday Night Live money hitting like, but I'm pretty sure Pete Davidson's making a decent check over there. Even though he moved back to his mama house. But you check out, what I'm saying? Just because he moved to his mama house don't mean that. I mean, he can still have a good check now. That you can't really compare that part. That's something different. That could be an emotional thing. Especially if my man was already cutting himself. He was like, as soon as he broke up with her, like, Mama, I want my mommy. Now, if he wasn't going nutty and cutting himself and shit like that, man, yeah, I can say. But, let's see. The rumor of her paying for the house that he was living in with her, and that's why he, bounced back to his mama house. No, I'm not getting that because I'm not sure what the Saturday Night Live check is kicking like, but you damn sure enough can afford to rent an apartment or get in a house off a check like that. I'm pretty sure. I'm just in there. I'm just on the outside looking in, but dude, that show's kind of a big deal. I'm pretty sure their actors can afford to live in their own place. So while joking that he couldn't afford his spot, that's just that's what that would be. That would just be a joke. I mean, that dude at his mama house because he feel like being at his mama house. That's what's up with that. But yeah, I didn't. Every time I saw Pete Davidson on Saturday Night Live, I always thought dude had it together, man. Especially when he first started going with Ariana Grande, I was like, yeah, this dude's smashing nice right now. This dude kind of, yeah, this dude's doing it all right now, man. He picking and choosing right. Got a nice check. Working at a nice little job. Got it going on. I did not see that nutso stuff happening. Okay, then what else? So, yeah, in another interview, he was talking about how people at Saturday Night Live were like, it's every man for themselves. Or at least he felt that it's every man for himself. Nobody loves him and all this weirdo stuff. It's like, dude, it's a job. You're at a job. You know what I'm saying? You're not at a family reunion. You're actually at work. That's what you're supposed to be concentrating on. Not nobody loves me. They don't cuddle me enough. That's on some odd type weirdo stuff. Yeah, that's on some odd weirdo type stuff. I had to stop. Heard a little Oh, left lane is. Nah, I thought it was the right lane. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. Um, almost had a little interruption. Had a little call coming in on my. Anyway, so back to what we was talking about. Yeah, so Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live, SNL show. Really, really great guy. You know, I ain't got nothing but love for him. I'm just talking about some of the little stuff with him about his meltdown. I don't know. Some people don't see it as a meltdown. You know, you can say when you hear about dude having a meltdown, you say, "Yo, I heard it first from Rod D of Orange Ninja News. He talked about this man's meltdown. While the rest of you cats was still acting like everything was all normal. Like this man talking about cutting himself is something normal. Yeah, that's when you're supposed to throw in the flag. You know, it's a flag on the play right there, man. This is not right. If it was boxing, you go ahead and throw in the towel. Like, yo, get my man's out the ring right now. He's not thinking clearly. He can't defend himself right now. Let's get him out the ring. You throw in his towel. I gotta help dude out. But yeah, so he definitely had a meltdown. And the whole thing about his comment about people at Saturday Night Live not being his friends and stuff like that. That's kind of awkward. It's like, yo, like any job, people would be like, yo, we're gonna be friends to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? And his stuff was like, oh, so I need a hug type of. Right now, till I'm over this Ariana Grande breakup, I need constant daily hugs till I forget my boo might be with a different dude, and I get that out my mind. Give me a hug, you know. But and that and that's the weirdo thing. Even more weirdo thing about it, if you think about it, say if he never actually started running her name in the mud, if he kept it 100, just like when she broke up with Mac Miller, she broke up with Big Sean. You didn't hear them cats in the background hating on her. They wasn't out talking ish, doing all this foolishness. It was like, yo, she's a good woman. We went out. That's it, you know. There's no need for a bunch of hating and trying to stab somebody in the back because think about it. If she called this dude right now, he'll probably quit cutting on himself and quit boo-hoo crying, and nobody wants to be my friend and play with me. He'll cut all that foolishness out. He'll move out his mama house, and she call her back right now today. But the only thing keeping her from getting back with him, calling him about anything, is the dumb crap that he's doing. He said he disrespecting her, talking all this junk, keep going in on her. So any chances that dude had at all, the one thing that he want most in the world, which is to be back with her, he's making sure he sabotaged that to make sure that never becomes a possibility for himself. And the same thing, like giving himself pain, the same thing as cutting himself or whatever. The one thing that'll give you pleasure, yeah, let me make sure that's not going to happen for me. I'm going to slam the door on that one. Yeah, I'm going to go and say this or do that. I'll make sure she never calls me again. And that's what you see how he's acting out. Which again, I'm no psychologist, but I got eyes, I got ears. I mean, I can see for myself the dude having a breakdown. I'm pretty sure nobody that heard him make those comments about cutting himself thought, oh yeah, that's a normal thing. Sure. I might even cut myself, yeah. Cutting yourself don't sound bad. Yeah. So that right there was definitely a red flag. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking about the comedian Pete Davidson having a big time meltdown and mental breakdown over his ex boo, Ariana Grande. Which I mean that does say a lot though, man. Uh I'm saying as far as like, man, you do the bedroom tango with her, man, you might lose your marbles. That's all I'm saying. Just keeping that 100. You might not want to ride that ride. Unless your mind is very strong, you might not want to ride that ride, man. I'm just saying. The last dude done went nutty and started cutting himself. So Yeah, but back to the song she did about him. Like I said, the songs were like on some love you type joint. So and like she's not a rapper, so she's not out here making diss tracks or whatever, you know. And so for dude to go all out like that, that's like, you know, that's that bitter ex. That's that and us dudes, we come across females that be the bitter ex sometimes too, man. You break up with her and she's like, oh, how dare you? I'll show you. I'll do this to you. I'll do that. I'll mess up your whole life. You're like, yo, sweetie, we went out. We had a good time. You know, it was great now. Yeah, you start effing up. We went our separate ways, which was your idea in the first place. So why are you acting nutty now? Why are you flipping out? Why are you on some revenge type joints? So you know, it happens around the board with guys and females. I'm not sure. I would say it probably happened more times with guys being nutty. You know what I'm saying? Getting getting over emotional and doing dumb stuff for a breakup. I don't know. I don't have the statistics on that. But as being a guy, I done heard many stories and seen many chicks that have a crazy baby daddy or something. I'm like, yo, hey, yo, this is gonna get out my face type joints. Like, yo, I don't want to have to smack your baby daddy around, so I'm gonna go this other way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It could be more times with females, or it could be just dead in the center, like on some 50-50 type joints. So, but yeah, so my man's definitely was acting out of pocket on that one. If nothing else, we can agree on that part. Um, and yeah, man, I'm still headed over here to Massachusetts, and I heard that I don't know if I be saying Massachusetts right. I think I do. But when I hear people from Massachusetts say it, they have like more of a accent, say it kind of different. I don't know. I think I pronounce it close enough where you know what I'm talking about. That's just one of those words I'll be like, wait, am I get this word right or not? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm still headed over to Massachusetts, rolling through Pennsylvania. Weather nice, not too hot, not too cold, 40. Um, yeah. So back on Pete Davidson, and it was like, you know, just just going. Well, I say something about the last joints where he said her name, because it was, you know, you have to kind of know where I'm coming from. Had a whole story, be like, oh, this guy's just talking overboard. Maybe the cutting itself was something different, or maybe the interviews where he said her name greasy is just, you know, not as bad as what it looked or whatever. But so at his last little thing where he said her name on stage, you know, he's doing his little stand up comedy or whatever. And he was on stage and talking about her sucking his D and this and that. You're like, whoa, hold up, man. You don't even, dude, you don't even joke or talk like that about a female you been with, man. Not only that, yo, you'll get some of her peoples that mess around, knock you upside your head when they see you. It's like, yo, I know she ain't with, you know, her ex is like Big Sean and, well, Mac Miller, he's gone. He would have definitely, went to go see Buddy. You know, you have to take a note from the whole Eminem and, the whole Eminem and Nick Cannon thing. Yo, neither one of them is with Nick Cannon's baby mama, but, uh, yeah, with Nick Cannon's baby mama, Mariah Carey, but you see what the dude is still go hard over his baby mama. You're not just gonna say her name all crazy and loosely out your mouth, talking reckless, or Nick might come see you. Not just make some rap songs about you either. I mean, show up at the house type scene. That's that dude. But yeah, because he was talking about trying to see him in person. He's like, damn, all the rapping and stuff. Let's set this up. We could do some celebrity boxing. We could do some pay-per-view, whatever. I mean, hey, dude, I'm trying to lay hands. You might as well make some money off a show with it. You know, that dude was ready to physically see. He was like, damn, all the rapping. The rapping's good. That bringing money too. But he's like, yo. So that's what I'm saying. That type of talk right there. That's the type of talk that you don't, bro. You don't come back from that. That ain't no, just yeah. And that Slim, and like I say, that goes back to he still want to be with her, but yet he'll say something or do something like that, which makes sure, and he definitely ensures that okay, that can't be a possibility. The one thing I want to happen, let me make sure it can't be a possibility, you know. But uh, I know she got, she got family members, and she got exes that are probably, see a dude off of type of comments like that. I mean, and Pete Davidson, he's from New York, so he know the deal. He knows certain stuff you just don't say, period. Uh, Unless you're trying to go that extra mile. And that right there is going like some extra mile and some distance on that one. It's like, whoa. My dude just went totally nutty. I mean, he took it way past, you know what I'm saying? Once you put that together with the fact of cutting himself, moving the tattoos, running home crying, moving in with mommy, running home crying, back to mommy, moving in. Yo, dude, it's like, then he started doubling up on the drugs, which probably could also be another reason why he like, went all out disrespecting her like that because he was like, he got on a little bit of extra drugs that day and kind of lost his mental footing, the extra drugs kick in or whatever. He ain't used to having it like that. Used to have a little bit more self-control. But yeah, that was a crazy day there. But yeah, it's a lot of science to it, man. If you just look around, watch your guys' interviews, be like, okay, well that was kind of a kooky interview. Let me look up some of the other interviews he did, and then you flip and look at some of the other interviews, and you're like, oh hell, man, nah, this right here just ain't right. And, and that's kind of how I came up with not the theory that he's having a meltdown, but what I would think is the logical conclusion that he's had a mental breakdown. Now the only thing now is just how does he come back from that, which dude said he's already getting therapy. So, and with him getting therapy, that should, as long as he keeps going constantly, and you know, it also takes the person to work the program too. So he'll have to keep going and actually put forth the effort and try. So, but yeah, I believe he's a good guy. I'm not hating on him or nothing. I mean, as far as the way he went out bashing on a woman just because you broke up with her, now that was real cornball. I mean, that was some corny crap right there. But you know, I'm pretty sure if he get the proper therapy and stuff like that, he can come back from that. Give him a good little apology, start trying to get his life right, and hopefully he don't go any deeper with disrespecting a woman. Or like I say, I'm pretty sure she got family members. I know she got uh, she had a couple of ex-rapper boyfriends. One of them still alive. That's the type of cats that will show up at your show and show out. You know what I'm saying? Might meet you backstage on something different. So, might be wise if he did get some therapy and reel that in for you have a little accident or something. Somebody show up and you have a little accident. Oh man. But yeah, I ain't laughing at it. I'm just saying you definitely need that therapy though. All right, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for today. About to get back into it. Get back to work. Get it popping. It's been another good day hanging out with you. Thanks for listening. And as I usually say about this time, y'all be blessed and peace.